Made it. I can tell you that 2 years ago, I never thought I'd be standing in front of you today. I would not have made it without a few key people. So I'm going to tell you a story of how I got here. First, I'm going to tell you I have a learning disorder. I've been in special ed most of my life, and people, when I was going to school, told me that I wouldn't amount to much more than a fast food restaurant manager or a laborer. So I went with that, and I ran with it. So I started running a warehouse, and I was doing pretty good. And then one day I got hurt, and I fell in the warehouse, and I crushed my kneecap. Well, at that point, I was useless. I didn't know how to do anything else other than what I was doing. The company decided that in 2 months was long enough for me to recover. And then they put me back in to an office job, which I knew nothing about. Don't even get me started on Outlook and the email system. Needless to say, they let me go due to not being able to do the job at hand. So then I went home and I called my aunt, Cassandra Priester, and I told her, I just lost my job. I don't know what I'm going to do. She said, well, Tiffany, I'm attending charter college, and they're opening a campus in Oxnard. I think you should go down there and check it out at the very least. So I talked it over with my mother.
That's me!
And we decided that it would be a good idea. And she said that if I was going to get anywhere in life, I'd have to go back to school. So I went for a tour, and I signed up right afterwards. I went for Business Management Associates, and I can tell you, the first 5 weeks, they went fast. My first final came up. Man, did I bomb that one. Mr. Walters, right? I freaked out, and I went to our little break room, and I had my meltdown, and I called my mother, and I said, I can't do it. I gotta give up. And then out of nowhere, this teacher came by the name of Wendy Anastasi. And she told me, you need to calm down. I keep hearing that. And it's going to be okay. And so from that moment on, I knew it would be. I had to learn how to learn, if that makes any sense to anybody. I had to get help from the staff, and I don't just mean 1, 2 people. I mean, everybody on this stage helped me at one time or another, even if they didn't want to. And many times they were busy, but they fit me in, just like now. So I had to learn how to do work and school and balance life. And that's more difficult, and I'm sure everybody here can attest to that. My girlfriend, Christy Reed, would tell me, don't forget about your schoolwork, and you gotta be on time. And I went, I'm going. But she said it. Also, my mother was there telling me that she would help me with my schoolwork and the bills that I couldn't pay anymore. I stayed up, I put in the hours with the best tutor in the world, Sarah Wayne. And boy, did we put in some hours. I finished the program and decided that I would roll in another program, Criminal Justice, the Associates. It was not as easy as I had thought. But I loved every minute of it, and I started losing things, like my car, my home, but I still pressed forward to make sure that I would make it. I talked to everybody I came in contact with, which now I know is networking. While I was at work one day, a man by the name of Billy West was there, and he came up to me and he said, I really like the way you work. I said, great. He goes, if you ever want to join my team, here's my card. Give me a call. He was the loss prevention manager of Kohl's, and as of today, I'm now a loss prevention supervisor of Kohl's. I finished my program in March, and I joined the LP team. I used all the skills I learned at Charter College, every single one of them, even right down on how to talk to people. I stand in front of you saying, it worked for me. I'm here today, and I'm a success. I can remember one time that Dr. B came to me and she said, how can you do this? How can you get by these classes? Well, I can tell you now, it's because I wanted it. And in the end, I was the one that pulled the hours, and I was the one that made it. So I'd like to quote for you. The famous architect, Frank Lloyd Wright, designed many beautiful buildings, homes, and other magnificent structures. Toward the end of his career, a reporter asked him, of your many beautiful designs, which one is your favorite? Without missing a beat, Frank Lloyd Wright answered, my next one. Frank Lloyd Wright understood the principle of stretching forward, consistently pressing forward, and never being satisfied with simply the past success. The entire world is waiting for your next adventure. Never give up on your goals. You can do anything you put your mind to, and don't let anybody tell you any different. Today is your day. Be proud, and let's get out there and make our families proud.